Final Fantasy Tactics makes finally return in War of Division. Yes, it is finally time again. This is now the second time that they come back out of the 4 years that it exists. It came out on April in 2020 and they are considered really old units. Now let's be honest, they are quite old. They are old. And they are probably will be one of those units that will be the hardest to stay afloat in this modern time of the game. However, I played at this War of Divisions is 3 out 1 game, and Square Enix only made 4 games that are turn-based grid style strategy games like it. So like it's War of the first one is Final Fantasy Tactics in '97. Then they made a remake in 2007. In 2003, Final Fantasy Tactics for the Game Boy Advance came out, and then it was Tactic Advance 2 for the DS. And so War of Division is number 4. But that doesn't mean that we don't enjoy this game. We are gonna give them a try in the arena. See how are they actually. So let's get started. Now of course we talk a little bit about what their upgrades will actually be. Now Ramza, the hero of the story, will have an increase of 15% physical and magical damage resistance, and his skill increase is quite interesting because it kind of remains the same. However, he will get a nice bonus that recovers AP and his CT when his for him and his allies when HP is under 60%. Now for himself he gets a critical invasion increase, a death penetration increase, and spear penetration increase. So that's all nice and dandy, but it doesn't remain that much for him. Now one of my other heroes, one of my favorites is Agrias, the ice unit. Now he will have curse resistance, healing power up, debuff effect weakening for all of himself, and then his skill get an increase, which is quite interesting. Not fully aware how to, but he has an increase to create a stop, so he can stop units. And oh boy, that is just lovely. That is just delicious. That is just like, oh, having a stop on a unit is like crazy, especially if you have like a new Gilgamesh or a Summer Helena or any of those. But the chances are not that great anyway. It's still like a 15%, or it increased until 15, so that doesn't do much. But if you get it off, it's freaking delicious. And of course we need to talk about the man himself. You saw him in the preview, Thunder God Sith Orlandeau. He has an AoE resistance, goes up to 40, magic damage, reduced damage 20%, reaction block rate increases, and healing power for himself and his skill. Not crazy. He had already before 50% absorbed damage, and now he has a courage on top of that one, and his attack and all that stuff kind of remains the same. So you know, he has now courage on them and absorb 50% damage done. So that is not that bad either, but how will they perform in the arena? Now, AI is wonky as hell as always. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. So, to give it a proper try, we're gonna do the manual battles. hope you enjoy the footage. Have a nice day.
Hei, kannattaa skannata. Skannaamalla lunastat mainiot kupon 10 ja 60.
Kuponkiedut haukoille ja muille.
Vahva Voltaren Forte on lääke, joka lievittää
This ship is heaven.